I think I should be live. I should be live now. Alright, let's get into there. Alright, I got it load up. Alright, I'm about to do a charting live session here. We're gonna start up on Dixie, so let me get up over here. So I'm gonna start off on Dixie, and then eventually I'm gonna work my way down to the US 30 like I just showed y'all guys. And let me tell you guys, I mean, on the Discord, calling these moves for free. So not really spoon feeding though, no trade ideas. I'm just telling you guys what I'm looking for and why. Let me see if I have Discord loaded up. Yeah, no, I don't. So let's see. All right, hold on. I'm about to close it though, actually. Oh, nope. All right. Hopefully it doesn't load up everything like right here. Please go to the side. Yeah, I did. All right. Cool. Nope. All right. Cool. I still need to check Discord, but let's see if I got our indices. I think I'm called. Yeah, I did call it. I think so. It was like one with the euro. It was like, wow, this is super clear. Yeah, all right here. So free sauce, I'll give you here on, what is this, the 18th, February 18th, Sunday. EU going higher, reach for buy side liquidity. Prob the only time I'll give something snow clear out, and one spoon feed, draw that. So again, swept internal, had a sell side imbalance going towards that area of liquidity, and what we made it inverse. I was just waiting for the change in the state of delivery there to form a breaker, and then use the standard deviation targets or the institutional swing point there of a manipulation lag to take that out. And I'm about to see the Discord to see what they're typing. All right, so I'm done typing. All right, so I showed you guys, EU, I was calling it lower for that daily chart. Again, here on this daily chart here too, we already met the standard deviation target for Dixie, which is the same thing for euro. I think euro's still yet to meet it, but you can use correlation analysis there to give you that analysis. But again, here we had a break in market structure, we had a fair value gap, but we never respected it. And whenever you have that usually tells you order flow is switching. That isn't a good sign when you make this inverse, especially after having a market structure shift and creating a buy side imbalance going towards that high. This is an overlapping array right here. When the highs, when the high and the fair value gap are overlapping, this should not be close even, but close below, and should at least have a wick like this, like a wick. This candle should be a wick, and then eventually we go back up if you want to be bullish, because we're inside of that sell side imbalance on the weekly time frame. So if we're going to continue to be bullish, we would have to make this sell side imbalance on the weekly inverse. But to me, that was a low probability because we hit the inversion on the monthly, and then eventually we weren't even going higher any further, especially it's a balanced price range, but I use the inverse because it's more respectable for the balanced price range here. So it really doesn't matter anymore. It's the balanced price range, but I just had it classified as an inverse, so it really doesn't matter. But again, here we had a sell side imbalance. What am I saying? We had a sell side liquidity with a volume imbalance, I should say, and we were reaching for that clear target. I was gonna target this lows, but I was like, man, it's not in the 2 to 2.5 range. Pointless. And we got there before NFP, which is something that really threw me off. I thought it was gonna be chop fest probably until like NFP. Not really Monday and Tuesday though. Like these were the days where I at least expected it to be choppy. I would expect Wednesday and Thursday to be choppy, but of course it wasn't that. It was Monday and Tuesday. So this weekly profile was Monday high of week, I think, and then eventually we started dropping, which is very unfortunate because I wanted to catch a little, quick meaty move, but I was just busy this whole week. I was busy, the past couple of days, except for Monday. That's the only day I wasn't really busy. Tuesday busy, Wednesday, Thursday busy because Tuesday through Thursday, basically today, I think too. I think, yeah, today's Thursday, so just building my commonplace book for ICT. That's one thing I'm doing right now, is building the commonplace book, getting all the notes into one area, having that syllabus, and reviewing every single piece of notes that I've taken from him, and then eventually going and reviewing my Twitter studies, put in my primes that I've got from tape reading, and then after that I'm done basically. I'm going to review that every day, put it in, my little notebook, review that every day, a physical copy every day, and then eventually I'm done. I'm done with ICT notes. I'm not watching this charter content. I think it's enough. And then what else I'm going to start getting into crypto pumped, and crypto's pumping. Again, I'm giving out these free moves in crypto, guys. Join up. You're going to miss it, I promise you. So let me load up on the, all right. Oh yeah, too. I'm going to try to pass the 15K this month, and then eventually the 10K. So you can see funding pips down here. I'm trying to pass it soon. So again, I give all this out. Tia, let's go look at crypto actually right now, because I know I want to show y'all what it's looking like right now. So I'm gonna go over the first one, AVAX. So AVAX, let's go look at AVAX. I don't know where I put it. I think it's in here somewhere, right here. All right, yeah, I got it on 2C's watch list. So we're gonna go over all the ones. I think I put them all right here for 2C's watch list. So we're gonna go over all these. The weekly time frame, monthly. So I do see this monthly candle holding, because again, we have an order block. I do see us going up, closing above here very soon, probably this month, if not next month, reaching for the buy side liquidity target. I was using a standard deviation target of right here, this manipulation lag, but then I realized, I think this one went lower. Yeah, so I was using this one, but then it doesn't look good at all. So I was like, all right, hold on. Let me go on the weekly, and you can see it there on the weekly. It looks just like a bunch of chop right here for this year. And then the weekly, we don't really have anything except for this, but even then we came down already and we went higher. So on the daily, I was like, all right, hold on, what is the daily showing me? We swept south side, and then eventually we are forming a breaker. So I would want to see what a close above, and then I think we're gonna have strong delivery if we do close. Even if we're about to close, I think we're already gonna have strong delivery before we make that close. And then eventually we have a sell side imbalance that has became inversed. We came back down, we tapped up into it. That could be your entry. And then eventually you're holding to what? You're holding till you get to the highs. So very simple, very sweet move. You're holding, your stop loss is basically, I would have it below this low, because we already have another fair value gap with a mitigation block, and we already refilled this BISI right there. So this would have to be my low. I wouldn't even want to see it get back down there anyways, especially like 50% of this range. Because this is like a balanced price range if we do close above this high, and I would not want to see at least 50%, even 25% come back into that range. And then eventually I will start to hold to our -2 or 2 standard deviation area, and that would be a 1 to 6, 32% play if I was to enter there, but I didn't, because I'm a little foolish boy that isn't trading crypto yet. Because I'm really focused on the prop firms, but I do believe I'll get into it, especially with perpetuals. Make a bag off of that real quick. The markets repeat every time, so I'm not really trying to rush it. TIA, really good move. This one to me is really sloppy, but nonetheless, I do believe we're gonna see it reach the all-time high up there for the buy side liquidity. 4-hour time frame. I don't even need to go lower, but I'll show you the weekly. We hit the sell side. Well, no, we never hit the sell side. We hit the order block, and then we bounced, and then eventually we have consequent encroachment in this wick. Respected. I do see this becoming a change in the state of delivery, and I do see us going even higher, especially if we would have swept this, I think we would have went with speedy delivery to reach up there, probably like in the past. I don't know, actually. I wouldn't say the past week, maybe probably this week we would probably reach up there if we did sweep south side. We had a SIBI though. I think everything had a SIBI, bro. That's the crazy part. Everything had a south side imbalance, especially with Bitcoin dropping. HNT, basically helium. Break already formed. We are coming back down though, and I do see us going up higher, and again reaching up to the sell side and buy side imbalance. So we're gonna reach up into it, and then eventually go higher, reaching the standard deviation target right there for the buy side liquidity. Very simple and sweet. I'm calling these moves out, and eventually you're gonna rewatch the stream, and you're gonna see I was correct. And eventually I would rewatch the stream, and I'll be like, all right guys, I called this out before it even happened. Again, you can go back, and there's no editing this. That's the crazy part. There's no editing the stream. There's no editing anything. This is all live time. I'm calling this out. SUI, see, like Ronaldo, see. This is one I think I wanted to trade. Oh no, it's SEI. So sorry. I don't know if I have it in here. Do I? One that looks really good is Uniswap. Oh my goodness. And 1 inch. Where's 1 inch? I think put 1 inch up here somewhere. 1 inch. 1 inch. Oh my goodness. 1 inch looks so freaking good after we made this. And then we made as soon as we made this inverse, we made a breaker here. I'm not gonna lie, I really wanted to get in. But again, I'm just not trading crypto yet. I just don't think I will. Look at that. Oh my goodness. It looks so juicy. I just see us going up at least to this buy side target. If I was to trade this, bro, I would probably have 20x leverage right now on this shit. I won't even lie. I probably have like 40x. Nah, I'm just playing. Probably max 10x, risking like 5% of my portfolio. But let's try to find C right here. I think. Damn, my mouse is so laggy right now. All right, swept sell side. This is like dollar on the. This is like euro actually on the fucking daily, bro. We swept sell side, had a SIBI going towards that fucking sell side liquidity, made it inverse, and now we're pumping up. Made a breaker block. What else do you expect us to do? Fucking rally higher and push up, bro. This is the crazy thing, bro. Prices repeat, the charts repeat, patterns repeat, bro. Let me go to euro now. Let me show you what freaking euro is looking like, bro. This shit is crazy. I'm calling this shit out real time. I have my models, my playbook. Everything is just clear. Everything is clear right here. What is this? Inversion, fair value gap. Sell side swept, going towards that. What SIBI created. We swept it. Inverse. Boom. Rallied higher. Standard deviation target met. What do you think the crypto's gonna do? Same shit. Crypto's gonna do the same shit. I promise you. Go back to you're gonna go back to my stream right now, and you're gonna be like, whoa, he was calling this shit out. And yes, I was calling this shit out. Join the Discord. But don't come in the chat adding me, like, oh, what moves you're watching right now, blah, blah, blah. I will post them when I need to and when they're presented and when they're highly probability. I'm not going to post no little moves, bro. But yes, study the charts, tape read, go find your model. Very important things that you need to do as a developing ICT trader. And again, I don't know. Why is this shit not like that? Hold on. Okay, yeah, it's not full screen. That's fine. I was like, hold on. Again, we met the target. We closed inside of the range. I'm on sidelines for EU or Forex pairs in general. I'm on the sidelines. I'm not going to trade this after we met the target. The best entry would have been probably on Monday, or if not Tuesday. I think Tuesday or Wednesday. Let's go look at it. Buy side liquidity. Again, okay, so I've seen a lot of people, I don't know what it is with people, they think this is a buy side liquidity, and as soon as we, come and they think it's a sweep, we come back down, they're like, oh, we're dropping, buy side swept, we want to see the market structure shift, 22 model now presented, and they try to trade that, but it doesn't work. So they see this sweep, made this inverse, oh my god, we're dropping, they get wrecked, boom, reached. And I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but if your narrative is bullish, why are you looking for shorts? Why are you looking for shorts if you're bullish? And this is one of the things I used to deal with a lot was I didn't have narrative. I even even if I was bullish, I'll be shorting. That shit did not make sense back then at all. When I was I'm still rewatching my videos and I'm like, damn, I'm getting better every day. And that's all that matters, bro. As long as you're getting better, I think, you're going to get a lot better every day. And you get better overall once you put in the work. If you're not putting in the work, you're not gonna get shit. So, I do see myself this year probably reaching 7 figures funding by the end of this year, if not close to it. Especially with prop firms being like shit right now, especially Forex going to DX trade. I don't like DX trade at all. Prefer meta quotes. But you have to adapt to the transition, and you have to be flexible, and you have to be ready for that shit. Because nothing's guaranteed here in this industry, I can't even guarantee prop firms are going to be around. You don't know if that shit's going to be gone. So you have to be able to beat the odds and be able to adapt to any environment. So, prop firms, Forex prop firms go to shit, and my accounts go to shit. I'll probably go to futures. But I'm not really too worried about that anyways, because either way, I'm still able. I already have a trading model. I already have a trading style. There's no point of being worried about trading a different market, especially after you have everything down already too. I just don't want it to end like my Forex funds. But like every prop firm goes to shit, bro. And like you need payouts and shit. Like your payouts is pending. Like you passed the account, you did so much hard work, and then boom, they just shut down. That's like that. I think that would be the worst feeling. That's kind of what I felt too whenever I was like halfway through passing my funding pips account, and then boom, they just shut down, bro. Like I was so shook. I'm not gonna lie. Like I was like, damn, this prop firm probably going to shit right now. Like we're probably never gonna recover this account. Just move on, go find another prop firm, or yeah, that's what eventually I did. I bought more accounts on a different prop firm, and I was like, what am I doing? What am I doing? Why am I buying prop firm accounts when the prop firm space is going to like basically shit? Everybody's transitioning from meta quotes. Like, don't buy an account expecting to trade with meta quotes anymore, son. Go to DX Trade. And the only account that I have that's with meta quotes still is basically my funded Next. I'm still in MT5 with them, and it's pretty lit. I'm not gonna lie, but it just hurts, bro, because I like that's my highest account, and that's the one I'm most comfortable with trading, and I don't want to take too many trades on that one because it's such a valuable account, and I just don't want to risk too much capital. So, all right, so we have multiple. This is the thing. Whenever we have multiple rally ups, I use the first one. We have 2, 3. I usually go to the time frame where there's only one. So 8 hours still has 2. So I'll probably go to like the 12 hour and see. The 12 hour does have 1, but you see we're just a wick down and then we went up. So here I would probably prefer the 8 hour, especially since it's like a lot more clear, especially since it's like a big one and it's inside of the discount of the range there. So this one is like inside of the discount of the range and it's a lot more precise. And then eventually I would use the consequent encroachment and see if we're respecting it or not. I think that's a very important aspect that you have to use whenever you're looking for which fair value you have to use. I feel like a lot of people don't use that, but hopefully I do. But yeah, no, we called this move out. Very simple and sweet. Let me pull it up one more time because I think a lot of people aren't gonna believe me. I'm calling out the crypto moves, and if y'all don't believe me, bro, that shit is gonna happen. And you're gonna rewatch the stream. If I'm talking to myself, I don't even know if anybody's else is gonna rewatch the stream, but that shit's gonna happen to watch. You can go. Let's see who's gonna do it. SUIE. Let's go look at that one. Is gonna do it. What am I doing? I can just do this. SUI USDT. No, right here, Binance. Boom. Already doing it, baby. Already doing it. Like how much more precise you want me to get? How much more precise you want me to get, bro? That shit is crazy. That shit is crazy, bro. How much more precise you want me to get? Let me save this shit and put it in there. How much more precise, bro? This shit is crazy. Look at that. I called, bro. How much more precise you want me to get? How much more precise do you want me to get? SUI depth 1. I'll probably get into this week if we make this buy side, sell side imbalance. 4 hour SIBI into an inversion looks textbook. If we also hold that weekly BISI, and then eventually we're likely to reach the external buy side liquidity up there. Textbook setup, the one I'll probably fave the most right now. Like right now, I favor this shit. And look at that, jumping. Damn, bro, how much of a percent would I have got if suppose I just enter right there? How much would this be right now? Why is my shit so laggy, bro? What is this? Let's just not even look at risk reward. Don't even want to look at that. Just right here. 20%. 20 fucking percent, bro. Holy shit. That is crazy. Why they got Euro USD on there, man? Why you got Euro USD on crypto exchanges? It's just crazy. All right, let me show y'all guys again because I know it's not bragging or anything, but it's just being genuinely truthful. Whenever you have a model, stick to the model. Don't try to mold yourself into something you're not. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh, GU. Let's go to GU. GU. One of my buy sides started getting got hit, but one that I really didn't like to trade this month at all, if I'm being completely honest. Especially with all this right here. So if you view all this right here, you're like, all right, yeah, this one doesn't look good to trade, because it isn't one that's good to trade at all, especially with how much of this right here, how much of a range did you have, from You weren't able to break above this high, and you weren't able to break below this low. And let's just, from this day right here, from this day forward, let's see how long it took to get down there. It took 19 days or 13 bars. 13 bars equals 13 trading days. 19 days is, not counting the trading days, but 13 days, basically minimum 2 weeks and a half to get and break below those lows in that range that we were inside of. That just goes to show, even here, how long did it take to break below that high? This shit took 22 bars, 21 days, basically like 5 weeks to get past that high and get out of that range. If you're inside of a range and you're trying to trade inside of a range, especially on the higher time frame, your trades are not going to be high probability, brother. I promise you. And that's something I've realized. Even on the lower time frames, I'm trying to trade inside of a range. I don't want to take a trade if I'm inside of a range. People say, "Oh, this is your new range right here," or "This is your new range." No. Where's your external range on the the higher time frame, or even where's your external range inside of? Because you're inside of a range still. Where's the high and low that you need to be breaking out of, or you need to sweep to reverse and have a high probability trade idea? You didn't have that on GU, so EU was more favorable to me, and especially even on Euro GPB. Euro GPB to me is still gonna go up. I do see it still going up. We swept all this right here, and then eventually we swept this right here. That is a high probability breaker. Even though we didn't sweep really any external low, to me it's still a high probability. Main reason why, because we swept 2 areas of liquidity. That's why. This one, oh my goodness, this one broke the inversion fair value gap, and then eventually went higher. The indices have a break in market structure. For NFP, I do see it's probably going up to the freaking moon. I really don't even know what to say about the indices right now. We have an order block basically in the opening. I would like to see us come down for NFP and then eventually rally higher. That's all I'm really looking for. This is probably going to have to be a break in market structure, and this is probably going to be a previous day high as a target. So for now, I would want to trade the indices. I won't lie to you, especially if we come down and then eventually we go higher. If we go higher for NFP and then we start coming down, I'm like, all right, hold on. I don't like that. I don't want to trade it. And that's it. What is this? A breaker block. We had a negative order block. Now we have a mitigation block formed. And we respected the buy side imbalance, which is something I didn't want to see happen, but it happened. So that's very unfortunate, but it is what it is. Like you have to accept some things for what they are and how they happen. I didn't want to see this hold. If I'm being completely honest to you, I wanted to see this become inverse and then eventually drop. But I wasn't watching the market today, and I wasn't trading because I got other things to do, like I said, and it's completely normal, I guess, to step away sometimes, especially if you know what you're looking for, especially if you know what you're looking for. It doesn't matter. So 12 hour, let's see if we got one fair value. So on the one, we have one fair value up on the 12 hour. On the 8 hour, let's see on the 8 hour, we have 2, especially. So yeah, like I would like to see us drop, come down to at least this mitigation block, since it is inside of a deeper discount, and then eventually rally higher. That's what I would want for NFP tomorrow, especially going into that. Especially since last NFP, I think we dropped and then eventually we started to rally higher. And NQ was the one that had a turtle soup entry, and I entered, and then eventually I stopped out, and then I waited, or I re-entered after the inverse fair value gap happened, and then eventually I cut it too early, and I was still trying to find my edge in the market and my model. So good times last month. Let's go over here now. Again, the same thing that really happened here. I'm not really going above the daily time frame here, if I'm being completely honest, because there is no need, especially, if we're bullish, you want to see higher prices still. But at the rate we're going at right now, especially on the indices, and especially March being a bearish month, and seeing this right here, it's completely driving me nuts, if I'm being completely honest. The seasonality is not being respected at all, even though it is a roadmap and it's, something you have to be very considerate of, but it's not being respected and it's not holding. It drives me crazy a little bit, because I would like to see, bearish prices come in, but, sometimes you can't really force your hand or marry a bias, especially if you have price action telling you are bullish, but, technicals or fundamentals are telling you that you're bearish. You're going to have to stick to one, and eventually the one that gives you the higher conviction. for me right now would probably have to be technicals, because fundamentals, that they have data behind them, but how accurate is that data during certain time periods like this? During election months, during certain events occurring, during certain bull runs for crypto, and like how does the crypto bull run affect the indices or the stock market? That's something we don't have enough data on, because crypto has only been pumping for like the past 8 years. No, during 2020, that's when it pumped. 2021 it pumped, and those years created the all-time highs, and now we're pumping them. And indices are pumping too. How was the indices back then? Indices were dropping. Like, you really have to see it from a different lens this time, especially with the economy. But we have a balanced price range here because there's two fair value gaps overlapping. We have a buy side liquidity target for NQ still, and we never met the sell side liquidity target, which is very unfortunate. And then eventually we formed a mitigation block once more. I don't see us coming back down here, especially after this wick coming back down here. So it is what it is, but if we do come back down there, I'm still going to be a little bit skeptical. I would prefer us to stay inside of the range where the balanced price range is, especially since we're opening up right now. And then eventually we created relative equal highs. I wouldn't want us to see us go down all the way, but I would prefer us to see like a little bit of a drop inside of the balanced price range, if not form an inverse on the 1 hour. If not, probably right here we can stay above here, go up for NFP, come back down, or drop for NFP, or make this inverse before NFP and then come back down for NFP and then go higher. If not, then drop completely and then eventually make an inverse and go higher and take out that buy side liquidity target. So that's really it for the indices and that. And then for Dow Jones is one where it's been lower probability for me, and one that I really don't want to trade right now, if I'm being completely honest, especially how weak it has been. I don't usually like trading the weaker one because of how it treats me. I traded Dow Jones Monday, I think, and no, I didn't trade it actually. I think I was trading NQ. NQ was very freaking sloppy. It was back and forth. Wicks it was a bunch of shit. I won't lie to you. The AM session for Monday, and I went to Dow Jones. I was like, Dow Jones looks clean. Let me show y'all, because I know I'm gonna look back and I'm like, all right, hold on, were you actually doing this shit or not? All right, so I didn't take this tape reading. All right, I was like, all right, this shit looks bullish. Bullish breaker inside of an inversion on the 45-minute time frame. Boom, we pumped. Standard deviation target met for Monday. I was like, damn, that shit look clean on Dow Jones. NQ, this is NQ. I was trying to trade this shit right here. I was like, yeah, let me step away from that shit right there. Yeah, I got freaking wrecked. And then this didn't look too bad on NQ. And then this is the Dow Jones trade. That's kind of why I didn't take a trade. I remember. I was like, all right, hold on. I already took three trades. I took 2 on NQ right there. You can see we tried to take buys. We got fucking wrecked twice. And then eventually for Dow Jones, I was like, damn, man, this shit treated me nice. And then this one looked good. I was like, how I know it's going to treat me again that nice, bro. Like, I was like, hold on, maybe it might treat us nice. And then boom, she was pumping. And it did treat us nicely. So next time, probably listening to my intuition and stepping away from NQ after the first trade. I think that after I seen that price action on NQ, I think I should have just fucking left like ASAP. Especially this shit right here. Again, trading inside of a range, bro. You need to see that shit swept one side, or break a market structure high, or sweeping sell side inside of a range. That shit is low probability. Even the new ones you create, you need to see the old one broken out of, and that's something I'm still dealing with, trying to find that high probability, bro, because that shit is hard, especially in a market condition where you think it looks good but it's not, or whenever you see the other one's looking fucking juicy, you think that one's gonna jump. It's gonna jump like the other ones, and it doesn't. So that is something I'm still trying to deal with. So something I'm battling with right now. I need to tape read a little bit more and build my understanding or awareness with that. So yeah, that's pretty much really it. Watching this to become inverse, I would say this would have to be my target, but if I'm being completely honest, let's draw the OTE, baby. Yeah, it's close to the target of OTE. I think I would just target this buy side if we do come back down to this fair value gap, and then rally higher, make this inverse. If I see the other ones pump, this one's definitely making the shit inverse and reaching for buy side up here. The only trouble I would probably look for is this right here, this up close candle, since it is such a big one. I would watch out for mean threshold, especially having a good short-term high right here, and then eventually this is your intermediate term high. I would want to see this broken through. So And this is your long-term low. This is your long-term. This is your long-term low. Long-term low. Long-term high. Long-term low. This would have to be your intermediate term price point. Short-term high. This is gonna have to be another short-term high, and then eventually this is going to be your intermediate term high. Or I think this would have to be your intermediate term high. Damn, this shit is confusing now. Like if I really long-term high, short-term high, intermediate term high, short-term high, and then if we form another one, this is going to be intermediate term high. There, I got it. Right, this shit is not confusing at all. Don't mix this shit up. Right here, what is this right here? Long-term low, short-term low, or you can. This could be a short-term low. Actually, no, because it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, no, yeah, short-term low, intermediate term low. This is another short-term low. You don't want to see that broken through, form an intermediate term low, and then boom, we pump up, baby. That's what I'm looking for this shit. NFP is coming in, baby. We're gonna take over. We're gonna hit a fucking lick on US30. We're gonna make a bag off of this shit, and we're gonna pass it on that account tomorrow. No, I'm joking. But that's pretty much it for the live stream here. I know a lot of people are not gonna watch this, and they're missing out because you should be joining the Discord. You should be taking upon all this free knowledge and all this free sauce. You should be tape reading. You should be studying my charts, like ICT's charts. Like you view as mentorship. View my charts on the Discord. Study that shit. Save that shit. And just do your homework in your own charts. Have my charts right next to your charts. Open up on the web browser or save on your files, whatever. Pulling them up. Bah, bah, bah. All right, what is he looking for? Why is he looking for this? Wait, hold on. Boom, boom, boom. You know, doing your own analysis on that same chart or that same market. But all right, hold on. This is what he's looking for. All right, hold on, wait. This looks extremely really good. High probability. All right, I'm gonna wait for a setup after it bounces off of this PD array because he said he's looking at this PD array. Wait, it might happen here. Then boom. You tape read it. You don't trade it. You see it. You're like, damn, he was right. Yeah, I know I was. So peace.